Hey guys, it's me, Matt Spiner, your mythical educator. Anyway, my flight to North America again is coming in a couple of hours. My flight to North America is going to take a couple of hours. So I thought while we're still here, I thought I'd finish off the four final mythical creatures. That is the werewolf, the dragon, the Loch Ness Monster, and last of all, Bigfoot. So let's start off with the werewolf. So let me educate on you guys about werewolves. In folklore, a werewolf, Old English werewolf, man-wolf, or occasionally lycanthrope. Yeah, blah blah blah. It's just telling you how it's spelled. Is a human with the ability to shapeshift into a wolf, or especially in modern film, a theanthropomorphic hybrid wolf-like creature, or either purposely or after being placed under a curse or affliction, often a bite or scratch from another werewolf. Early sources for belief in this ability or affection called lycanthropy. Pentronus, born in the year 2027. He was born in there's a fly here. He was born in the year 27 after AD, 27 AD, and died in 66 AD. So he was believed to be the early werewolf. And Gervase of Tilbury, 1150 to 1228. I can't believe that those are actual years that happened in history. That's just absolutely incredible that happened. Anyway, the werewolf is a widespread concept in European folklore, existing in many variants which are related by a common development of a Christian interpretation of underlying European folklore developed during the medieval period. From the early modern period, werewolf beliefs also spread to the New World with how do you say that? Colonizium? I think that's how you say it. Belief in werewolves developed in parallel to the belief in witches in the course of the late Middle Ages and the early modern period. Like the witchcraft trials as a whole, the trial of supposed werewolves emerged in what is now Switzerland, especially the Valius and Vaud, in the early 15th century, and spread throughout Europe in the 16th century, peaking in the 17th century and subsiding by the 18th century. The perception of werewolves and the associated folklore is an integral part of the witch hunt phenomenon, albeit a marginal one. Accusations of lying company being involved with only a small fraction of witchcraft trials, blah blah blah. You understand. And after the end of the witch trials, the werewolf have become of interest in the folklore studies and the emerging gothic horror genre. Werewolf fiction as a genre has pre-modern precedents in medieval romances, e.g. Bis Calvert and Guillaume del Pare, and developed in the 18th century out of semi-fiction and blah 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 blah. Yeah, you understand. You can go on its actual Wikipedia page and read off the information if you're interested. But anyway, on to the facts. On to the top 10 facts about werewolves you didn't know. This ought to be interesting. When the moon is full, do you have an uncontrollable craving for raw meat, or perhaps the desire to rip off all your clothes and run through the forest screaming your head off? Get in line, buddy. But if twice a month you notice a lot of excessive hair growing all over your body and you turn into a wolf, then you're probably a werewolf. Werewolves have played a part in storytelling for ages. These cursed monsters have delighted and frightened countless children and probably quite a few adults alike. If you'd like to know more about the history surrounding werewolves, read on, assuming you're not afraid. I'm not afraid. Let's read. Alright, the first fact. Rainwater creates werewolves. If a werewolf bites you and you survive, there's a good chance you'll become a werewolf too. Drinking rainwater collected inside a werewolf's paw print is a much less dangerous, though equally efficient method of catching a nasty case of the full moon wolfies. I hear someone outside. We have no idea why you'd be drinking water from a paw print, but just in case the desire ever crosses your mind, you've officially been warned. It's probably better if you stick to drinking tap water from cups. Yeah. Not a real saying, by the way. Werewolves and slugs have a common enemy, and that enemy is salt. Slugs and snails don't like salt because of osmosis, which basically means salt sucks all the water out of their bodies and they die. Werewolves avoid salt for a more general reason. Salt is the cure-all preventative measure against many different kinds of supernatural things. So if you got an evil spirit bothering you, or perhaps you suspect your neighbor might be a werewolf, spread some salt around the house. Why would I ever believe that? These glasses are getting itchy. Also, did I forget to mention that all my videos are completely uncut? Well, some of them are, but yeah, you know what I mean. It has a name, you know. If you're unfortunate enough to actually become a werewolf, or you suspect you might be turning into a four-legged animal now and again, if you believe in such things, the disorder or disease you're inflicted with is called lycanthropy. The symptoms are pretty clear in case you're unsure. One moment you're a human being, the next you're a werewolf. It's really hard to miss. Even if you don't remember this unusual change, your friends whose limbs you may or may not have bitten off will probably be able to tell you. Of course, lots of fur around the house is another good sign that something's up. France once experienced a werewolf epidemic. No, the other French werewolf epidemic. The beasts of Gévaudan wreaked havoc in southern France in the 1760s. Accounts differ as to how many people were actually killed and devoured, but the number seems to be well over 100. The werewolf epidemic grew so out of control that the army, as well as the expert huntsmen, were called in to find and kill the terrorizing animals. The beasts were described as wolf-like but bigger. Theories abound as to the true nature of these dangerous animals roaming the hillsides. Some people have suggested that they were werewolves, while others have speculated they were hyenas or dog/wolf hybrids. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I'll be doing 5 facts instead of 10, guys. But yeah, this is the last fact that I'll be doing because I don't know. I just feel like it. Either that, I'm just too lazy to continue on another 5 facts. That's probably the proper answer, but I'm just gonna stick with 5s anyway. Lycanthropy was linked with disease and puberty. People suffering from lycanthropy, I don't know how to say that, or the ability to change into an animal, were once thought to be especially vulnerable during puberty. If you think about it, that actually makes a lot of sense. Pubescent adolescents tend to grow lots of hair all over their bodies, and they are often afflicted with temperamental behavior and strong uncontrollable urges, just like moody werewolves. The hereditary disease This hypertrichosis causes massive amount of hair growth all over the body and the face, which might have led people in the past to believe that someone suffering from this condition was a werewolf, especially if the onset of the disease came later in life. To the undetected observer, someone with hypertrichosis would appear to be slowly changing into an animal right before the observer's eyes. So yeah, that does sound crazy. But then and to think that these were all facts, like real true facts. I hope these were real and not fake facts at all. But yeah, guys, this was the first video out of the last 3 videos that I'll be making soon. I hope you enjoyed this one. I'll be back until next Halloween to get even a slight bit of an improvement with these videos. Anyway, I hope you're enjoying these educational videos. I have been getting a lot of positive feedbacks and no negative ones. So yeah, I'll see you guys right after I get the next set of videos up. Bye.